Hey everybody. So I just wanted to make like a follow-up video to one of AstralSpiff's recent videos. He made a video about this game, Ultra Custom Night, and then after that, Frogger told him about me and that I knew the actual highest possible score that somebody could get in this game, and he made a short about that, but he didn't really like go too in depth about everything. So I'm gonna explain a few things because I saw a few people saying that this roster was impossible or some stuff. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who wants me to die just because I'm a furry. I appreciate that. That's nice to hear about. But the second thing that I want to mention is people are going like, "Oh, Astral Spiff is going to do this." No, he's not. Astral is not going to do this. This roster is so hard that it would take you like 40 minutes just to get past the first 30 seconds of the night. I'm not even kidding. It is that difficult, but it is completely entirely possible to get this high of a score. So the score is different from what was in the video. When I was showing this to Spiff in Discord, there were a few things I noticed wrong with the roster. Like, let's see, where is he? Concept Bob was on 20 instead of 1. He's supposed to be on 1, not 20. So that was one thing that was wrong. Adventure Phantom Puppet was on 20. He can't be on at all, so I don't know why I had him on at all to begin with. But yeah, just a few things like that that changed the final score. And I will say that this game had an update to one of the things that I personally got used to for high scores, which was the flashlight. And I have been like wondering if I should take out like Withered Foxy and Protomare Fredbear. Maybe not Protomare Fredbear, but other characters. Like Protomare Fredbear because you can still defend against him with the strategies that you had to do in the night. Same goes for Virtual Ennard. He has a similar RNG thing. But those are like minor RNG elements compared to the absolute insanity that this roster actually has. So just for now, I'm gonna keep all the flashlight characters on, but please keep in mind that it might not truly be correct with the flashlight characters on. You might need to turn them off if you wanted to do this for some reason. Which, let's actually talk about the specific strategies that you have to do for this roster. Now, I assume you're coming here from AstralSpiff's video. If you are, then you would know about the Mr. Can Do glitch. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, even though you watched AstralSpiff's video, because I don't know if he really like went super far into how it works, but Mr. Can Do has a bug in this game where when you cut the rope, that makes him cause a ventilation error when he goes up to the ceiling. It says right there in his mechanic that that's what happens. It's only one, by the way. It's only one ventilation error. What happens is after that ventilation error is reset, then no more vent errors will happen for the rest of the night. Now, the thing is, this is an FPS based bug, so if you play this game on 60 FPS, then you will get a ventilation error at 4 a.m. So you have to play this game on 30 FPS for this to fully work. Like, that sounds a little cheaty because you get to react to things a little quicker on 30 FPS, but there's literally no other way to do it, unfortunately, because of this glitch and its specific workings. Which, by the way, Frogger said that you have to wait for Hallucination Bonnie Gang to show up before you actually reset the ventilation error. That is not true at all. I don't know why people think that. That's not true. You can just reset it immediately and the bug will happen. What actually causes the bug to fully happen is when Mr. Can Do is on the far left side of the office. So after you cut the rope, his asset gets stored over on the far left of the office, and that's what actually causes the bug to fully happen. It's not these guys. That's not it at all. It's not waiting for 21 seconds after you cut the rope. That's not it. But the thing about this roster is you not only have to flip up the camera to do the Mr. Can Do vent reset, you have to flip it up twice, and that's a problem when you have characters like Yellow Bear or Plush Gang or Golden Freddy. Let's see, what's another one? Who's another character that's like this? Oh gosh, I'm trying to find one really quickly. Yendo, that's another one. Basically, Golden Freddy clones. Because Astro mentioned this a little bit. There was a bunch of different versions of Golden Freddy, essentially. And by the way, Chica Head is not one of them. He showed Chica Head in his video. That's not one of them. I don't know why he showed that. I did, like, when I was talking about that to him, I did, like, real quick mention Chica Head, but Chica Head itself is not a Golden Freddy clone. I mentioned it because Chica Head does not work on any AI besides 20. If you have Chica Head on any AI lower than 20, then the half office that you can't see, that doesn't happen. It's only if Chica Head is on 20, so Chica Head is completely fine on 19 for this roster. But the point is that you have a bunch of Golden Freddy clones. Now, this is a technical one, but you're basically not going to be able to deal with this one at all. Because most of them will kill you when you flip up the monitor and then flip it back down. But basically, when you have a bunch of Golden Freddy clones all on 20, and you also need to flip up the monitor twice, it's very, very RNG dependent on if you actually are able to survive even the first flip, because it can take such a long time until none of them spawn at all, and that's just like one major difficulty thing. But the reason you have to flip up the monitor twice is because of... Oh, I will show the full roster, like, slowly, clearly at the end of the video. But the reason you need to flip up the monitor twice is because of, like, these guys. So, these guys are all on the GPS system. Let's just turn them on. Let's just turn them all on. And the sun is also a character on the GPS system. Now, the sun wouldn't really be a problem if what I'm about to show wasn't a thing. But let's just turn on a bunch of GPS system guys. Augmented Toy Bonnie, Swamp BB. Was there somebody else here? I think there might be, but I'm forgetting who they are. It's hard to, like, quickly go through this. I gotta take a little bit of time at least, but I have memorized quite a bit of this roster already. Let's see. Oh, okay, this is an important one. Baldy. We're gonna turn on Baldy. So, we have all these characters on, and there's two I'm missing. I know that there's two that I'm missing, but essentially, alright, so normally you'd think, okay, well, you can't deal with these characters when you're stuck in the office for the whole night. Well, the thing is, let's go in game here. So we're going to see, like, Baldy moving towards us, or Augmented Springtrap. Turn on the lure. They get pushed back. Baldy's being pushed back. Everybody is being pushed back. Let me get Springtrap to have white eyes real quick. Alright, there we go. So, especially Augmented Chica shows this very well because she's only supposed to move if the temperature is over 80 degrees. So let's turn off the lure. You can see everyone moving towards me, but the lure pushes everybody back. Even the characters who are not supposed to be pushed back by it, it pushes them back. And I can't really tell if this is a bug or not because it does say when you hover over the lure that all characters move away from you, but some characters are not supposed to be affected by it at all, but yet everyone here is being pushed back by the lure, even though some of them are not supposed to be. Like, Swamp BB is only supposed to be pushed back if you have both the lure and the radio jammer on, stuff like that. So you're basically making all these characters completely free, like they're completely unable to kill you, and you just sit here. Now, this does give you an extra power block of usage, but it's 2,400 extra points. Like I said, I'm missing two characters. I don't remember who they are, but yeah. 2,400 extra points for basically nothing. and that's why you have to do 2 monitor flips. You can't wait until the Mr. Can Do bug thing is ready to happen, because then Baldi will get you. So you have to flip up the monitor once to put on the lure, and then you have to flip it up again to um, do the Mr. Can Do bug thing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close the game real quick because I need to reload it to get the roster back on screen. So that's like one thing about this roster that makes it really, really hard. That you have to flip up the monitor twice, and you have a bunch of Golden Freddy clones active at 20. It can take a very, very long time to actually get past just the first 30 seconds. There's also a bunch of like extra input things in this night as well. Or, well, not this night, this roster. There's a bunch of little extra things you got to pay attention to, like Adventure Phantom Freddy. You have to turn all off mode on to make him go away. Fight Chica at 4 a.m. You gotta press U on your keyboard to get rid of cupcakes. You gotta pay attention to Fight Bonnie's guitar. He only has one guitar come out at the right side if he's just on one. So you gotta pay attention if you have to press the up arrow key. And you've also gotta hold the left arrow key to get the heart to go over to the far left of the screen, so you have as much time to react as possible if you have to jump over the guitar. Just stupid small little stuff like that. And Spiff also mentioned the True Sans fight. I'm actually not really 100% sure if this is doable on 20 or not. I don't. I feel like I have done it on 20. When I used to play this game, I did have True Sans on 14, but I feel like it is doable on 20. I don't know. But that's another thing. Like, True Sans might need to be on 14 and not 20. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain about that. But yeah, just like stupid little small things like that you gotta pay attention to. You gotta use a scroll wheel for Funko Dark Springtrap. Just like so much you gotta pay attention to, while at the same time having so many distractions on screen, and so just so much annoying stuff. And the RNG after the start, there's still RNG going on in the middle of the night with characters like, let's see, where is he? Virtual Ennard, I mentioned him before, but he can't go to the front vent or you're going to die. What's another one? Oh, Prototype Freddy 13, I guess you also have to pay attention to him, because you can't close both doors on him or you're going to run out of power. Snow Cone can be bad RNG in the middle of the night. Let's see. Who else? What? I can't remember who else. It's been so long since I've properly like done anything for Ultra. Honestly, I can't remember everything. But yeah, just like, oh yeah, Jangle. Jangle is the other one, because they have a fire come out from their mouth and you can't touch it twice or you're gonna die. So yeah, just like you can't. Frogger said in when he was being interviewed by Spiff, you can't, like, he can't handle like the noise of this game, but or like the visuals, but you have to pay attention to that stuff, because there's sound cues with these two, sound cues of other characters like Prototype Freddy 13, and a bunch of visual stuff you have to pay attention to, like Kitty, because you got to click them or else then you'll run out of points. Or no, you won't run out of points, so they'll take away points from the night. Just a bunch of annoying stuff you got to pay attention to. Oh, here's another character that has RNG, extra RNG added into the middle of the night. Yeah, just it's so hard. It's ridiculously difficult, but it is completely, entirely, totally possible. Now for characters like Adventure Wizard Bonnie and Adventure Wizard Chica, I'm not gonna go in depth about the free points specifically, but these two are free points. These two and one, they're completely free. They can't do anything, even with the funny moment extending the night. Now, speaking of which, the funny moment is the character that Spiff mentioned for a moment that he extends the night by, I think, 42 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. That's how long he extends the night. A few characters I had to adjust the point value for, like Virtual Jacko Chica, because normally she's free on 9, but if you had the funny moment on, then you had to put Virtual Jacko Chica on 8 instead of 9, so she won't kill you at all. Oh yeah, Party Freddy. I forgot that Party Freddy was actually fixed, so I'm gonna have to turn off Party Freddy. Like, yeah, that's another thing. There's another one I completely forgot about that I have to turn off. Yeah, just man, so much, so much, so much annoying garbage. But let's talk about two other strategies that you have to do with this night, and then I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking because I'm starting to run on a bit. I guess I could mention these two real quick. You have to type RWQFSFASXC at 5 a.m. or you get a ventilation error. Yeah, that's great. And then Moraine, you gotta type the first few words of the final fate of FNAF World, which was a post that Scott made. And your progress is on the kitchen camera, but you can't look at the kitchen camera. I'm just gonna show it. So you just type, "Hey everyone, I wanted to comment on the." You don't have to actually type the space or the exclamation mark. You just need to type, "Hey everyone, I wanted to comment on the." No caps, nothing like that. You just type it. So I gotta close the game again now to get the roster back on screen. Ugh, annoying. All right, so um, let's talk about Adventure Jacko Chica, not virtual. Adventure Jacko Chica, and also Grim Foxy. So these two appear when the office is at 120 degrees, and you cannot defend against them properly. But the thing is that these characters will not show up in the office if you use Ultra Hot, this power up right here in the shop. And this costs 2,000 coins, so have fun grinding for that to be able to have these two on 20 for an extra 400 points. And another thing, Spiff mentioned them, the feet. The reason the feet are on in this roster is, well, the feet prevent you from being able to flip up the monitor or the mask, which is great because then you can't accidentally trigger them in some way. But it also allows two other characters to be on without too much issue. One of them is glitched objects, and the other one is down here at the quid section. Little Devil Puppet. Little Devil Puppet has a music box on the Fury's Rage floor. I think Spiff showed that in his first video of Ultra. But when the music box winds down, then the monitor and the mouse buttons will start moving and rotating around the screen in the office. But since the feet are in the office with Little Devil Puppet, then the feet then you can't accidentally flip up the monitor or the mask when that stuff is moving around, and the glitched objects also won't be able to make that happen because they can make that happen even with Little Devil Puppet being off. But they're at 14 because that's the time it would take until you had to you're properly like in the office and your office stalling. So yeah, just like a bunch of really annoying stuff. I just wanted to make a follow-up video to like go further in depth about it. And no, Spiff is not doing this. I'm reiterating this. Spiff is not going to do this roster. And I also see a bunch of people saying that Fusion Z Gamer can do it. Bro. He hasn't even beaten 5020 in the original Ultimate Custom Night. I don't think that he can do this. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, Freddy. I completely forgot about Freddy. This one's really stupid. You have to do this before you can put the GPS system on. And if you're not super fast with it, then you could die from a blackout from running out of power. So that's fantastic. I mean, I guess Frost Endo from Security Breach was added recently, so you get an extra 10% power during the night, which is nice, but still doesn't really help too much. Anyway, I'm basically done talking now. So if there's a thing that I didn't mention, you can like put it in the comments and I'll answer your questions about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and slowly scroll through this roster now so you guys can see the full roster. And yeah, thanks for watching, I guess.